Hello and welcome to the final part 3 of the series of videos going in depth into the LEGO Kingdoms theme. In this part we're going to look into the two armies featured in this theme and compare them, and also try to extrapolate based on the army size and army makeup who would win in an all-out battle. In terms of stats, there's 41 Lion Knights and 35 Dragon Knights. There are also 19 non-combatants, so any minifigs that are not given a weapon in the official instructions from the set that they come from is deemed a non-combatant and will sit out during the battle. But by the same token, any characters, even if it's a king or something like a prince, if they're given a weapon in the official instructions, they have to take part in the battle. So here you see all the minifigures set up in their opposing faction, plus all the non-combatants, like the peasants and the royalty and the jesters in the middle. All in all, there's 97 total minifigs, 11 female and 4 youth. So when it comes to the spears, the frontline troops, the advantage definitely goes to the Lion Knights with their 15 soldiers versus the 12 from the Dragons, plus double the pikemen for the Lions. Next, we have the swordsmen, and the other close melee units. I'd say that this year is kind of a toss-up, because the number of fighters is virtually the same, but the Lion Knights have more wealthy characters in their ranks, therefore probably better armored and trained, but the Dragon Knights, they have more shields equipped, plus more heavily armored soldiers. And look at that minifig there in her cloak and dagger. She must be quite a lethal character. Now, when it comes to the range fighters and siege, there's absolutely no comparison. The Dragon Knights have a huge advantage. Yes, they have one less crossbowman, but 3 wizards versus the 1 for the Lion Knights. Plus, look at the huge dragon's catapult. It makes the lion's catapult look like a toy. Now, for the Mounted Knights, we have 3 versus 2. Pretty self-explanatory. The only thing is that the Black Falcon, which of course naturally is aligned with the Dragon Knights, is somewhat of a wild card. He could be some kind of elite warrior or something. And here we have all the civilians, peasants, aristocrats, and royals not taking part in the battle, even though the stakes are so high. Now I'm going to make a depiction in which these two formidable armies were to battle each other, a possible scenario, totally fictitious. Here we have both armies poised for battle. I have them in formations most tactically sound for their battle type, as was taught to me through countless hours playing the awesome PC game Medieval Total War II. So, we have archers in the front row to harass formations as they close the distance. Then behind them we have spearmen to deter a head-on charge by the cavalry. Swordsmen behind them to enter the fray once battle is joined. And cavalry positioned to the rear for flanking maneuvers. And then finally the siege weaponry way at the rear. So we jump ahead a bit into the battle at the point in which the battle has joined and the opposing formations are deep in the melee. Along the way, the superior range and siege capabilities of the Dragon Knights has taken a huge toll on the Lion Knights fighters. But we see that the Lion Knights cavalry are starting to make a flanking maneuver. In the ensuing melee, the Lion Knights can barely hold the line of the now superior infantry force of the Dragon Knights, and both sides are indeed taking heavy losses. But thankfully, the Lion Knights have taken advantage of the superior cavalry numbers and have dispatched the Dragon's range fighters and siege. As the battle progresses, the opposing forces are dwindling down, but it seems that the Dragon Knights are emerging with this upper hand. The Lion Knights cavalry, despite being thinned out from opposing Dragon Knight cavalry, enters the ensuing melee. The Black Falcon makes a bold move, and the Lion Knights range fighters get promptly routed. It's getting down to the wire as the last warriors make their final stand to come out on top as the victors. But outnumbered 2 to 4, it looks like the Lion Knights are absolutely doomed. But we forget about one thing. The blacksmiths. Yes, the blacksmiths have alternate depictions on the box art from the sets that they come in, and in which they don battle-worthy armaments. So this militia comes to the aid just in the nick of time and helps secure a victory for the Lion Knight King. So this was one of the countless possibilities as to how battle between these two forces would play out. The LEGO designers did a great job in making sure that the two factions were as evenly matched as possible. Just so you know, no minifigs were harmed in the making of this video. So that was my in-depth look at the beautiful, detailed, and interesting Kingdoms theme. The theme that brought me out of my dark ages. So be sure to check out my parts 1 and 2 of this retrospective on my channel, OmniBricks, and for sure, more videos coming soon. Catch you later.